Hello and welcome to Homer for Friday, August 15th, 2025. Today we will be reading from lines 711 down to 721 in Book 11 of the Iliad, in which we continue Nestor's great story of how he went to war against the Epeans. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and I hope you enjoy. Now, there is a city Thruoessa, a steep hill far off on the Alpheus, the nethermost of sandy Pylos. About this they set their camp, fain to raze it utterly. But when they had coursed over the whole plain, to us came Athene, speeding down from Olympus by night, with the message that we should array us for battle, and no wise loath were the folk she gathered in Pylos, but right eager for war. Now Neleus would not suffer me to arm myself, but hid away my horses, for he deemed that as yet I knew not of deeds of war. Howbeit even so I was preeminent among our horsemen, on foot though I was, for so did Athene order the fight. Excellent. Let's sing it in Greek. Esti de tis Troas Apollis aipeia colone, te lua palfeioi neate pulo matoentos, tendam festatoon ta diai raisai memotes, al hotel pan pedion mete kiaton amidatene. Angelos elte teus apolluum portores estai. Eannuca sua da conta puron catalaon agerin. Ala malessu menos pele mies danua de menelaus. Eia torres estai apecrupsen de mohippus. Orgar på timefe idmen på la meia orga. Ala kai hos hipaosi mete prepone mete roisi. Kai pes dos pereion pe hos agene cosathene. Wonderful. Why does the father hide the son's toys? Well, in this case, it's because, howbeit, so I was preeminent among our horsemen. Yeah. Like I horse, he paus, he meteprepon he meteroisi. So I was the best. I was distinguished. Metaprepen, interesting verb. Alakai horse. It's interesting. There's so much kai pes dos pereon. There's so alakai horse he pausi kai pes dos pereon. Epe horse agane cosetene. I just want to point out that, there's several omegas here. Ugar po time efe yidmen poleme yoerga. Po, hos, eon, hos, right? So the father doesn't see him as being warlike, but in such a way is he the best of them, or among the best of our horsemen. So despite being on the ground, so Athena orders the battle. Thus, it's almost like a miniature ring composition in and of itself here, right? Kind of introduced by this eia torresestai, right? Which is, there's this is an interesting word, eia. I wonder, I would love to, know more about it, because I don't see this form very often. Syllable augmented, contracted, I don't know, whatever it is. Interesting word. But obviously the father doesn't want his son to go because he's the only heir left, 1 out of 12. right? So he doesn't see him as being ready for war, not because he's not worthy, but rather because he probably just wants to save his son. But Nestor states the facts in our second omega, right? Hypausi metaproton he metaroisi, right? I was among them, even though, third part, I was on foot. So the apposition of being on foot versus what he feels he really is worth, right? And then Athena steps in, he says, and makes the fight go forth. Nekos, the conflict, the strife, right? That seems to be a sense of heroic destiny, right? So you tell your son, don't try to be a horseman and go out and fight. But the Geranian Nestor, as they say, he will do so. And we will get to see more about how exactly he becomes a horseman next time. But for now, I leave you with that sort of reading of those wonderful 3 concluding lines. I hope you enjoyed today's Homer, and I look forward to sharing more with you tomorrow. Take care and have a wonderful rest of your Friday.